Hello, Crafty Friends. Sparkle here. So, welcome back to my channel. I've been busy kitting my class kits for tomorrow, my retreat. Tuesday, I found out I had over 40 people, and I heard the number still climbing. So, I prepped for 50. So I'm good to go. My stuff is packed, so I'm going to see if I can play with some stuff on my desk that's not packed. So wish me luck. I have to get a pair of scissors, I think. Okay, so I'm back to my zines. So I was playing around, and I have some finished ones. These are the mini ones, and I'm just holding them together with a tie. I got these from Dollar Tree. So this one was decorated purely with scraps on my desk. Okay? Very plain, but cute. And this is a 16-page one. So, yeah, I went through and I was trying to just finish up some that I had started or whatnot. This one I believe is done. And they have pockets, but I'm not going to put anything in the pockets now. Maybe if I give them away, I will write a little note or something. And then this one was just, I left a lot of journal spaces in this one. It's how you fold them. This is a double-sided paper, so you don't know where your pattern's going to end up and what pages are going to be blank. So if you're doing white, you can cover them or whatnot, but this shows you that some are colored and then some are going to be brown or whatever color you did on the background. But I use these either to decorate or to journal on. And these clip things are really cool. Headbands, whatever you call them. And then this was the Misfit that went portrait instead of, no, this one went landscape instead of portrait. And I'm working on this one. This was a bigger one, a standard size. So I was playing with my little sprocket printer. So I printed some little pictures of some of my things that I posted. And to cover up numbers and stuff, I made these little stickers on the sprocket. So that was cool. And I'm just going to take a piece of paper. I made a little tear frame here. I'm going to glue that on and glue it in. So, yeah, so I have some pictures done. And that was fun. I wanted to play with the sprocket and get, this one I forgot to cover with something, so I'm just going to put a stamp or something on it when I put it down. That one had words, and that was fine. Yeah, so I like putting little stickers on there. So you can put stickers, you can put frames. This has a flower frame. So yeah, stickers, frames, you can type on them, make words. This one has a little frame around it. This one has a rugged frame around it. So I was just playing to see what different elements I could do with that. But this is a standard size, so I will finish this one off camera. And yeah, I need to finish up some of the stuff that I have sitting around here. So let's put these in my little birdie box here for now. So those are done. And then this one, I was going to show you different ways you can finish them, okay? And then we'll make a few. So this one I was just going to, this is on coffee dyed paper. And it's, so it was dyed this way, so both sides have the print on it, okay? So what I decided to do on this one is, some of the kits that you get, this was from Daniela, over at Lily Fee the Paper Witch. You get these strips. I call them, what do I call them? Belly bands. So I cut them. Here's a few that I cut. I used my chair ruler because that's what I had out. They just about fit, okay? So I just simply, you could cut, but I like the look. And I wanted it on top as well. And then I just, I had a template here that fit here. So then I just put that there. And I cut, and I think you can get three out of here. And you can play around if there's a pattern you want on the top or bottom. Oops, doesn't look straight. So, yeah, then you have 3. And these you need 18 if you're going to do the front and the back. And then I just put a sticker on these. These were from My Porch Prints. And I put a stamp from my stamp stash. Oh, I don't know where the opening is. So I just put a stamp on them. So these are going to be words of encouragement or words of inspiration. So each page will have a word, a paper, a word, and a stamp. So that's how I'm going to finish this one. But we won't do this on camera right now because it'll drive you crazy to watch me do this stuff. So it's just belly bands that you can cut up. And if you don't have a belly band, you can just take your cardstock and measure it out. It's like 2 1/8 inch, and then cut them. And these will fit on here as well. So just some options, my friends. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. If you make a template, it goes really, really fast. So that's that one. Then this one, I did one just on plain white paper, and this was going to be a sample, and I'll show you this. Just on a piece of cardstock, and it's kind of messed up, but I don't care because it's going to be covered. But this, I took, I had this page of tags, and I just had to cut it down a wee bit. So I just cut a little bit off the top, and these will fit on here. But there was only 9, and I needed 16. So I took a piece of designer paper, a pattern. This happens to be postage and things. And I made some more, and they match this. So, you know, I'll be able to do that. And then put these and them on there. So on a white one, you don't have to worry about the pages. I'm sorry, this did have some printing on some of it, but it's going to be covered. Okay? So that's another one. Just keep everything relatively straight. So when I come back later, I'll maybe remember what I was doing. All right, so I'm missing one, but it'll show up. Okay, it'll show up. So, you know, use what you have, look around. So then these I printed double-sided, and these were freebies in my freebie folder. So I printed this and a like page on the back. Same thing here, I printed this, and then I printed just a neutral page back here. And this one I just printed one side to show you what will happen. So let's fold these to get this size book. Okay? Oh, and I was going to use some of my paint splatters. I'm going to use these in some of those books. Just get them all decorated. Now this one has a border. Normally I don't print with borders, but I did. I don't care. So we're going to make the hamburger fold. You want crisp fold. Fold this down. I think I want the other side out. So, hamburger, and then we're going to fold this down. Flip down. So that was 3 folds. Then you're going to open it up, landscape, and fold it again. So this will be like a hot dog. And again, you'll be folding this down. Flip it, and this down. Now if I'm going too fast, you could just pause your video and backspace it and rewatch it till you get it. Okay, so then we're going to open it. So we have a mountain and 2 valleys. Okay? It's hard to see on that side, so let's fold it here so you can see. So there's a seam here, here, and here. You're going to cut them to here. It has to be going this way. Okay? If you're going this way, it's going to turn out like this. Okay, but if you want it to go this way, you have to fold it this way. So let's cut these 3 slots. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, put it back. Now you want to open these 2. So you can just go in here and now I went on YouTube. There's 3 or 4 different ways that people do them. This is the easiest for me. So that's what I'm teaching you. I'm just going to straighten that out a little bit. Okay, so now you flip these, fold these over, and give them a good crease. So they fold it over. Now flip it this way. Okay, pay attention. This comes down. This comes up. This folds together. Now what you should end up with is something. Yes, you're going to have some double pages, but that can't be helped. What you're going to have is, you want these flippy flops here. I'm just trimming. Okay. Then I just hold it on the thicker piece here, and I just fold it all together. Now you're going to have a page that has just a seam here. There's no openings. It's just a seam. That's your front cover, and you can just fold it over. Now I realize this looks a little wonky. Okay. You got to make sure your folds are really crisp when you do this. But we can clean this up and trim it out. It'll be fine. So, you have page 1 and 2. 1, 2. You have page 3 and 4. You have page 5 and 6. This is a double page. I would glue in here. You can use your wet glue or your glue stick. And then you have another pocket here, or another page here, a page here, 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 and you'll have another set that's doubled. So just and then I just go through and I clean it up if there's anything I don't like. I normally like this to be in front, and that's straight. There's no seam there, so I'm going to move that there. And why it's wonky is because when I cut my slits on the side, I move my paper. Okay? So there you go. So now, 1, 2. And you have side pockets here if you want them. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. This one does look terrible. So like when I'm decorating this, I might just add, I can add a piece of paper here to make this a little bit longer. I don't worry about this stuff because you could always decorate it and make it presentable. Okay, and the same thing on the sides. You could add stuff to the sides to extend them. So you could find something to decorate this with. Let's see. Maybe you're going to use this piece here. And it doesn't take long to build your pieces if you're making them from scratch. But you could just go through your stash too and find word pages and book pages and stuff like that. So you could even just use a glue stick. I'm not inking my pages, but you certainly could. Yeah, next year, if I do this again with the teaching craft class, I'm going to just give them a cutoff date, because I had to scrounge around and buy more books and stuff on Wednesday because I didn't have enough. But I'm ready for 50, so I have my roller skates on. I'm going to just rock and roll. I'm going to just take some of these little paint things that I made and maybe decorate them like that. See, that'll look sweet. Yeah, and then just get any of your corners tucked down. Or I'd use some wet glue as well. Okay, so you don't have to decorate every page, because in some of these you're going to have this from the original piece. But something like this will match nicely. You know, that'll match. Okay, so there's this one. Put this on here so I finish it. And we'll fold another one just in case I went too fast. And just save all these little bits, because you know, Sparkle, she'll use them for something. So let's do this one. And that has a background. So let's try to get my... If you really want to get your things lined up, you can use like a scoreboard, a scoreboard. And this is just copy paper. Well, I use presentation paper, so. So you fold it in half, and then you're folding the sides up. So you have 4. Now you're going to open it. And fold it in half again. And you're going to fold the sides back. It doesn't look straight there. Let's get this, make sure. Okay. Then you open it up. So again, it's hard to see the seams on either of these. So I'm just going to look careful here. We're going to cut 1. 2 and 3. And again, when you're cutting, make sure it's in portrait mode. Now this time, I think I'm just going to cut this across. So you're just cutting second and the third one. Busy paper to see if I got them open. Yeah, and just fold these down. So you have like a rectangle frame, and then flip it over. And fold the top down. You're going to fold the bottom up. Then you're going to just mix them together here. And come out here and you should have some wings. 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 And then just your openings here that we cut. So you're going to it might need a little boost here. I'm just creasing my creases here. That's not the front because there's a hole there. There's a hole there. There's no hole here, so this can be my front. So this one folded up much nicer. And then again, you can go in and I'm going to look for a different fold because I like this to be in the front. And that one's okay. And you can put binding on here like I did on this one. I put something on it. On this one I did. This one. You don't have to, but just a nice touch. So, let's go in and do any gluing. I'm going to just add some glue behind the front cover. And it's usually the 5th one. Okay, so now this had the two-tone paper, it had the pattern, then it had the brown. So I would probably just decorate these pages. You could leave these. You know, it's your book. You can have a theme. You can make them as pretty as you want. So that one's ready to be decorated. So I hope you were encouraged. I hope you're going to jump on my bandwagon here and do some little zines, standard size zines, and then these are 16-page zines. And even if you have a flub like this was, just roll with it. So I decorated my papers going this way, and it's the same principle. This was only 7 though. This is only 7 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 14-page one. And yeah. I'll have to get my other scissors out of my bag. But anyway, I'm going to spend some time now decorating these, and maybe I'll come back and just show you them all decorated, okay? So have a good day. Hold on, I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, my friends, we're going to wrap it up. These are some that I finished decorating. Here's one with the stamps and the words. And I even made some pockets and a belly band. Very eclectic. Just a sweet little book. The text spot over here. So just showing you, you can use what you have. This was the bigger one. This is a piece of denim from an old pair of blue jeans that I had. So I put that on the binding. And this one I kept very simple as well. I put in my sprocket pictures. Just wanted to see how they would look and showcase some of my work. Okay, on this one, remember I had the day up here that I didn't like, so I just put a piece of tag over it. And this one has pockets as well. Some top pockets. So this is a very sweet one. And this one I decorated as well. This again is a piece of my denim. And I just have a little button and some threads underneath it and a stamp. This paper was already busy, so I'm not going to do much with it. This is just going to be for writing space. And some tuck spots. Okay. So I'm just showing you the variety. Okay. You can decorate them as much or as little as you want. And they're quite fun to play with. They're great to have in your stash. This one I have to do some things with it. And I'll just cover my template one here. I'm just going to cover it up and use it up. You know what I'm saying? So I used my paint chips. I used some stamps. I used some words. It's that easy, my friends. And scrap paper. You don't need to invest in a lot of things if you don't have them. Use what you have. And have a beautiful day. Bye now.